Next up, at UFC Mexico, we have Jose Daniel Medina taking on Ateba Gautier. Jose Daniel Medina, 3-2 in his last 5. He is looking for his first UFC win, but he is 11-4 in his entire career. He's taking on Ateba Gautier, 6-1 in his career. Obviously 5-0 in his last 5. This is his official UFC debut. Ateba is a nasty striker, incredible speed, good power. He does a really phenomenal job mixing up boxing, kickboxing. He'll throw to the head, he'll throw to the body, he'll light up your guard. He will absolutely pour it on you. He's very dangerous. And not only does he have 5 finishes in his very short 6-win career, but 5 early finishes. He's a freak athlete. He comes out hot, but like so many others, that flame can die down as the fight goes on. His cardio is mediocre, as is his ground game. He's taking on Jose Medina. You might see him as Daniel Medina or Jose Daniel Medina. He's a ground and pound guy. He's got decent striking, decent top work. He's a throwback to the old school days of MMA where he's just going to move forward, grind you to the ground, and then just sort of elbow and work from there. If he could throw headbutts, he would. Old school Mark Coleman style. He's as okay striking. The boxing is somewhat clean. It's nothing crazy, right? It's not anything that you should write home about. I would not rely on him to win a striking match. But his hands are in the right places at the right times. He keeps them tight. Takedowns are just okay. But if he ends up on top, he's awesome at maintaining positions. He does a really good job doling out some damage. He's a very, very insanely durable guy. He is coming off of that decision loss to Zach Reese, which you might look at that and be like, well, Zach Reese just got knocked out. Zach Reese sucks. Therefore, Jose sucks. But if you watch that fight, what you will see is Jose get absolutely battered, bruised, and beaten. Not show a lot in the way of actual skill sets, but that dude took his beating, never quit for 1 second, ended up on top multiple times, and continued to fight no matter what. And that's the reality of this situation. Ateba should win. He is the pick. He should be the pick. But the reality is, as Jacob has pointed out several times, we're at 8,000 feet elevation. Ateba was gassing out in Las Vegas. And I think that's below ground. I think they have levees built to prevent water from pouring in there. And if you're gassing out at elevation...
I think it's 1,000 feet or something.
Okay, well, if you're struggling there, you're going to struggle in Mexico City. And if Ateba does...
It's 2,000 feet.
Okay, so 1/4 of where they're at this weekend. If Ateba can't get Jose Daniel Medina out of there early, he is going to fade quickly and likely lose the minutes after that point. I am going to pick Ateba because if I'm just looking at these guys and their skills and what they can do and can't do, I'm going to pick them. But the reality is, he is a minus 425 favorite. I don't know how many times in 2025 we have to see these wild, wide odds on UFC debuts get absolutely smoked and then act surprised later. This is like, he should win. I'm picking him to win. He should win. Bet him to win by knockout, right? That's what should happen. But the reality is the dude slows down. This is at elevation. He's fighting one of the most durable guys we've ever seen. This could be just an absolute disaster for a lot of people. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, one of my favorite things about Medina is you hear a lot of people, especially the commentators, DC, Cruz and Felder and Bisping and all them talk about a lot of people, you can kind of out-tough a lot of things, right? There's some people that just are built, born, whatever it is, with granite chins. And no matter what you do, they can just kind of work through the position. They might get stunned, might get whatever, but they can kind of work through what's going on to get to where they need to be able to survive. But you'll hear a lot of people talk about when it comes to body shots, you just can't really, your body shuts down and it just kind of is what it is, right? You get hit in that little spot and you can't out-tough. As much as you try, you can't out-tough a body shot. Unless you're fucking Jose Medina. Because if you watch that Zach Reese fight, he got fucking... I don't know if this guy even has a fucking liver because he got toes, body shots, everything in that liver. And every time he got hit, he went like this. And he just kind of went like this. And he just fucking... Like any other person would have been on the ground, shit their fucking brains out. And it wasn't just one shot. It was one shot. He goes, and then Zach Reese toes in the liver again. Pop! He's like... and then he fucking toes it. There was like 3 minutes of that first round where he's just like, oh, God. And just toughs out the shot and then gets a fucking takedown on Zach Reese in the first round of that fight. If you're Medina, I think the game plan is just charge through whatever bullshit that this Ateba guy is going to throw your way. Try to get to a clinch, get this guy to the ground, and just make this a fucking dirty, fucking extend this fight as much as you have to, right? Because you're probably not the better fighter. You're probably not going to be the better fighter in a lot of fights. But the reason you're here in the UFC is to win fights like this, to be the durable guy. That's why you were signed. He turned that fucking Magomed, whatever the fuck his name is, into a wrestler. He turned Zach Reese into a wrestler because they tried to strike, right? And then they couldn't fucking put this guy out, and they're like, oh shit, now I got to fucking wrestle because I'm getting fucking tired. Guess what Ateba can't do, in my opinion, if this fight starts going south? He's not going to be able to get takedowns and control this guy. And if there's one thing we got to remember about Medina as well is he was a 205er, lost that fight or whatever, and he's really, I mean, physically is dedicated to himself. It seems like he's really trying to get better, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see some drastic improvements from Medina in this fight. Ateba should win. He's going to be my pick. I'm not fucking betting the guy because I'm going to be cheering my fucking face off for Jose fucking Medina, because if he pulls this off, it's probably going to be a wild fight where he survives shit, comes back, and that place is going to go fucking bananas if he fucking pulls this shit off. So we've seen crazier upsets than what this would be, even though the odds are kind of crazy. I'll be rooting for Jose as a pick. I'm going to Ateba, but I'm keeping my money off of it, and I'm rooting my dick and balls off for Jose Medina. If there's, for what he's been through in the Contender Series fight, in these last 2 fights, the beating he's taken, it almost just seems like this is the moment that the world has prepared him. Just like the Fortune. What is it? Let's see, where is it? This feels like this is his fortune. Bide your time, for success is near. Just feels like this in Mexico City. I know he's not Mexican, he's Bolivian, but it just feels like this is the moment where he's going to pull off this upset and get it done. So I'm taking Ateba as a pick. I have to. He's a better fighter, but whoo! I hope, man. I hope.
Listen, it should be a fun one. It will be interesting for sure. And you mentioned we've seen some upsets. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but we have had more cards. This is a wild statement by me, and I have not validated with the statistics, but sounds true. We have had more of the biggest underdogs win on the card in 2025 than 2024. Meaning, we watched, who was that fucking gorgeous pretty boy, minus 1,200 that lost? He got taken down, couldn't defend takedowns. UFC 311, I think it was, 310.
I didn't lose.
Anyway, who is that gorgeous pretty Peyton Talbot? Peyton Talbot lost. Minus 1,200 favorite. Just last week, the biggest favorite on the card lost. 2 weeks ago, the biggest favorite on the card.
And he's
lost.
not undefeated, but I think undefeated fighters this year are like 6-17 or something. It's crazy, the stats.
And dude, 2025 has been, it's Jacob's year to thrive. I'll tell you that. The whole underdog, not being afraid to pick underdogs. This is your fucking year, and that's Jakey boy is thriving.
I thrive every year, Angelo.
This year, last year, the year before that, Jacob is a thriver.
Over 45 units lifetime.
Lock of the week's unbelievable.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
All right. I don't know how we're arguing and agreeing at the exact same time, but we figured it out, Jakey boy. If you do want to check out...
The difference between me and you is I keep my confidence through thick and thin. I'm like, you know what? I know I'm going to bounce back. And you?
I fucking waver. I waver.
Crumble.
There's a difference.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
That's me on a roller coaster is what that
was.
God. Listen, I waver. I'll tell you right now, I waver. Because you lose a couple bets in a row and you're like, fuck, did I lose it? Do I not have the touch anymore?
I lose 4 in a row and I would say, watch this. I literally, remember when I said that like 2 years ago, I said, leave a comment, and if I lose my next lock of the week, I'll give fucking $500 to somebody next time I lose. And I fucking won like 3 or 4 in a row, and I was like, okay, next time I fucking win, or next time I kept going back and forth or whatever. I literally was like, I'll give away $500 I fucking lose the next lock of the week. Put the pressure on yourself. Be a fucking man about it. I literally sent Angelo a text last night. I'll bring it up. Did you watch the video?
I did watch it. Yeah.
So this is what I said. I said, I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's
You basically said, just watch this and pick safety parlay.
I said, watch this, then make your fucking safety parlay, pussy. And this is the TikTok.
What would you say to somebody who said you're shooting too many threes? Fuck them.
It's Anthony Edwards.
Locker room staffer in Denver, you were gonna be back for
Hell
games.
yeah. They know. I was in there. Yeah, I told them. I said, I'll see y'all for game 7.
Anthony Edwards is the king of fucking you don't give a fuck, man.
Never
I'm
rattled.
the fucking man, and get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah. Listen, it's funny because I do have wild confidence in a lot of things, but I'm not built for the internet. I was never built for the internet. I grew up half internet. I'm 40. So I half had the internet. I half did not have the internet. I didn't grow up with the internet. We got it at volatile years in our life. So I'm not used to it still blows my mind that hundreds of thousands of people, and that's not an exaggeration, go to fucking socialblade.com. We do anywhere from 300,000 to 500,000 views a month, depending on the quality of the cards. Hundreds of thousands of people will watch this content. That blows my mind. Then the amount of people that comment blows my mind. And anytime I get bombarded with negative bullshit because I missed a few picks, despite being one of the most accurate pickers on the goddamn planet, it does get to me. And it's crazy because I am one of the most nonsensical, confident people in the world for no reason whatsoever. Brian, my buddy, who you know, literally, we were arguing about something and I said something wildly confident and his wife was like, oh, okay. And Brian, he's got me fucking pegged. He was like, don't listen to him. He just fucking says shit confident. That doesn't mean he's right. And he's not wrong. Like, I'm saying it with conviction and I'm going to will this.
I mean,
but
that's
sometimes
my lock of the week breakdowns. That's what, after my Julia rant, I looked at the comments. Everyone's like, damn, he's a salesman, huh?
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I might buy you a BMW or something. I can't remember what they're fucking saying, but yeah, I fucking believe in it. I don't do just shit to do it. I just fucking, sometimes you talk yourself into it.
That is what happens. Everything I say, I believe. I don't just make shit up. Everything I say, I believe, but I do talk myself in and out of things. And if I'm doing well, I'll talk myself into anything. If I'm not doing well, and I see all these fucking basement dweller pussy losers say whatever, I will talk myself out of stuff also. So like, you're right. I do.
Can't you ever talk yourself out of a meal?
I just weighed myself 265. Fucking
go weigh yourself again. Let's see. This will be the real.
I gained weight during the stream.
No, because if you drop like 4 pounds or something in an hour and a half, it's like, holy shit, you are fat. Dropping weight like that.
I've been drinking this, but I also have to piss. I imagine it's a wash. Next time I pee, I'll weigh myself. We'll see. We'll do a live tracking. Please become a premium member at WeWantPicks.com. It's wildly beneficial to all of us, including you.